Born in Texas on August 14, 1945, the writer, Steve Martin, was raised in California. His father was a real estate agent and aspiring actor, while his mother worked as a homemaker. From a young age, Steve showed an interest in performing arts, inspired by his father's love for magic tricks and comedy. As a teenager, Steve worked at Disneyland, selling guidebooks and performing magic tricks for visitors. This early exposure to entertainment ignited his passion for show business. He later attended California State University, Los Angeles, majoring in philosophy, but never completed his degree. Instead, he focused on his budding career in comedy and writing. Steve's big break came when he started writing for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour in the late 1960s. His witty humor and clever writing skills quickly gained attention, earning him several Emmy Award nominations. He later became a regular cast member on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, further solidifying his status as a talented comedian and writer. Throughout his career, Steve has credited various individuals as his key influences and mentors. Among them are comedians such as Jonathan Winters and Carl Reiner, who inspired him with their unique comedic styles and creativity. Additionally, he has often spoken about his admiration for playwrights like Samuel Beckett and Harold Pinter, whose works have influenced his writing for the stage and screen. Steve's path to success was paved with hard work, dedication, and a natural talent for making people laugh. His ability to seamlessly transition between stand-up comedy, film, television, and literature has solidified his place as a respected figure in the entertainment industry. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Steve Martin continues to inspire and entertain audiences worldwide. Steve Martin is a legendary writer who has made an everlasting impact in the film and television industry. With a career spanning over 5 decades, his work continues to resonate with audiences of all ages. What enduring qualities do you think makes writer Steve Martin an everlasting symbol of the industry? His unique humor, creativity, and versatility have allowed him to stand out from his contemporaries and create a lasting legacy. Throughout his career, writer Steve Martin has tackled various genres, ranging from comedy to drama, and has even dabbled in music and art. This versatility has allowed him to connect with a wide range of audiences and establish himself as a true icon in the industry. In your view, what makes writer Steve Martin stand out from his contemporaries in their era? Is it his ability to make people laugh, his thought-provoking storytelling, or his willingness to take risks and push boundaries? We would love to hear your stories and memories related to this classic star. Do you have a favorite movie or show written by Steve Martin? Or perhaps a particular joke or scene that has stuck with you over the years? As we delve deeper into the life and career of this legendary writer, we will uncover many funny, shocking, and even sad facts. So, keep watching to learn more about the enduring legacy of Steve Martin. From a young age, the writer, Steve Martin, found joy in making people laugh. He grew up in California and often amused his family with jokes and magic tricks. At 10, he received a gift that would change his life, a manual for magic tricks. This sparked his interest in performing and comedy, leading him to pursue a career in show business. During his teenage years, the writer worked at Disneyland, selling guidebooks and learning the art of magic and balloon animals. These experiences helped shape his comedic style and performance skills. After high school, he attended college but decided to drop out and focus on his passion for entertainment. A pivotal moment in the writer's career came when he started performing stand-up comedy in local clubs. His unique blend of humor, wit, and charm quickly gained attention, and he soon found himself opening for famous musicians like the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. In the late 1970s, the writer's career took off after appearing on Saturday Night Live and starring in hit films like The Jerk and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Throughout his career, the writer has continued to explore various creative outlets, including music, art, and writing. His passion for comedy and performing has remained a constant force, driving him to create memorable and entertaining experiences for audiences worldwide. Steve Martin, a prominent figure in the film industry, significantly influenced Hollywood during his era and beyond. Known for his unique comedic style, he brought a fresh perspective to the industry. His contribution to Hollywood began in the 1970s with his stand-up comedy and quickly expanded to film and television. In the world of film, Martin showcased his versatility, excelling in both comedic and dramatic roles. His performance in The Jerk established him as a leading comedic actor, while his role in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles further solidified his status. In addition, he demonstrated his dramatic prowess in films like The Spanish Prisoner and Shopgirl. On the small screen, Martin hosted Saturday Night Live multiple times, introducing his humor to a broader audience. He also created and starred in the television series The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which offered a new take on the classic adventure genre. Moreover, Martin is an accomplished writer, authoring plays, novels, and screenplays. His play Picasso at the Lapin Agile became a long-running success, and his novella Shopgirl was adapted into a film. Throughout his career, Steve Martin has left an indelible mark on Hollywood. His contributions continue to resonate, inspiring future generations of artists and entertainers. His influence transcends time, making him a vital part of the film industry's landscape. Despite growing up in a modest household, the writer, Steve Martin, developed a strong interest in arts at a young age. However, financial struggles were not the only obstacles he faced. When he decided to pursue a career in show business, industry skepticism was another mountain to climb. As a writer, comedian, and actor, Steve Martin's unconventional approach to humor was often met with resistance. Early on, his offbeat comedy style did not resonate with traditional audiences or industry executives. But instead of conforming to the norm, he remained true to his creative voice and continued to push boundaries. Steve Martin's resilience and determination led him to find creative solutions to overcome these hurdles. He honed his craft in small comedy clubs, constantly refining his act and building a loyal fan base. His big break came when he started writing for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, where his unique comedic style was finally recognized. In addition to his television success, the writer faced further challenges in the film industry. Despite his proven talent, he struggled to secure leading roles in movies. Undeterred, he turned to writing and producing his own films, giving him full creative control and paving the way for his success as a filmmaker. From financial struggles to industry skepticism, Steve Martin's journey in show business was not an easy one. But through resilience, determination, and creative problem solving, he overcame these obstacles and left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. In the 1991 film Father of the Bride, the lead role of George Banks was played by Steve Martin. Interestingly, Spencer Tracy had been nominated for Best Actor for his portrayal of the same character in the original 1950 film, but lost to Jose Ferrer for Cyrano de Bergerac. Martin later took on his own adaptation of Cyrano in the 1987 film Roxanne, but like with Father of the Bride, he did not receive the same recognition as Tracy and Ferrer. However, Martin was nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance in Father of the Bride Parchment 2. Before Christopher Lloyd was cast as Doc Brown in the 1985 film Back to the Future, Steve Martin was considered for the role. In The Jerk, released in 1979, Steve Martin played the character Navin. While preparing for the film, Martin co-wrote the script with Carl Gottlieb and Michael Elias with the goal of providing a laugh on each page of the screenplay. After years of honing his craft in comedy clubs, the writer's first big breakthrough came in 1977 with the release of his album Let's Get Small. It was a massive success, going platinum and solidifying his status as a rising star in comedy. In 1979, the writer starred in his own hit television show, The Steve Martin Show, which showcased his unique comedic style and further boosted his career. Critics praised his ability to balance slapstick humor with witty one-liners. However, it was his role in the 1981 film The Jerk that truly catapulted the writer to stardom. The film, which he also co-wrote, was a critical and commercial success, earning him widespread recognition as a talented actor and writer. In the late 1980s and 1990s, the writer continued to push boundaries and explore new territory, both in comedy and drama. His performance in the 1987 film Roxanne received critical acclaim, with many praising his ability to balance humor and emotion. Throughout his career, the writer has also been recognized for his contributions to the world of art and music. He is an accomplished banjo player and has even released several albums in this genre. Despite his many accomplishments, the writer remains humble and dedicated to his craft. He continues to act, write, and perform, leaving a lasting impact on the entertainment industry and inspiring future generations of artists. As one critic put it, Steve Martin's career has been defined by his ability to constantly reinvent himself and push boundaries, making him a true icon in the world of comedy and entertainment. In the film Little Shop of Horrors, the writer brilliantly portrayed the character of Orin Scrivello Dedius. Interestingly, the writer shared casting connections with several other actors across different movies. For instance, both the writer and John Candy starred in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, while Bill Murray and Rick Moranis appeared together in the Ghostbusters films. The writer and Rick Moranis, meanwhile, worked together in My Blue Heaven, and John Candy and Rick Moranis starred in Brewster's Millions and Spaceballs. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the writer took on the role of Neil Page, where he shared a scene with Bill Irwin, who played the old man sleeping on his shoulder during the plane scene. Irwin also appeared in Home Alone and She's Having a Baby, both John Hughes films. The writer's ability to play against type became evident in The Spanish Prisoner, where he portrayed Jimmy Dell. The film's writer, Mamet, specifically wrote the part for the writer, recognizing his deep well of seriousness that often goes unnoticed amidst his manic energy. As a result, the writer's calm and in-charge demeanor made his character menacing, showcasing his versatility as an actor. The writer, Steve Martin, has always brought a unique perspective to his work, blending humor, intelligence, and a touch of the unexpected. Growing up in Southern California, he was exposed to a wide range of cultural influences, from Disneyland to magic shows, which later found their way into his artistic vision. Martin's creative process is often meticulous and thoughtful. He once said, "I love the process of working on something, getting better at it, and finally feeling like you got it right." This attention to detail is evident in his writing, whether it's for a film, a play, or a novel. He has a knack for creating memorable characters and situations that resonate with audiences. In his work, the writer often draws from his personal experiences and worldview. For instance, his love for music and banjo playing is a recurring theme in his stand-up comedy and writing. His novel, Shopgirl, explores themes of love, loneliness, and class differences, reflecting his own observations and insights about life. Moreover, Steve Martin's artistic vision is often marked by a sense of humor that is both intelligent and accessible. He has a talent for finding the absurdity in everyday situations and turning them into something memorable and entertaining. His unique blend of wit and humor has become a signature style that sets him apart from other writers and comedians. In conclusion, Steve Martin's creative process and artistic vision are shaped by his personal experiences, cultural influences, and a unique sense of humor. His work reflects his worldview and offers a fresh perspective that continues to captivate audiences. In the film Father of the Bride, the main character, George Banks, is played by none other than the writer himself. Interestingly, 3 cast members in this movie have previously worked with the late writer-producer-director John Hughes. Kieran Culkin starred in Home Alone and Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, while Britt Leach played roles in Weird Science and The Great Outdoors. Notably, all these films were written or produced by Hughes. In The Jerk, the writer shares the screen with Bernadette Peters, who happened to be his girlfriend during production. Their on-screen chemistry is undeniable, making their performances even more enjoyable. Another memorable role of the writer is in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles as Neil Page. Specifically, the marathon car rental scene stands out due to its intensity and use of strong language. In just 1 minute, the F word is used 19 times, pushing the film's rating to an R. Without this scene, the movie would have likely been rated PG or PG-13 by the MPAA. Steve Martin, a writer of immense talent, has significantly contributed to the film and television industry. His work as a writer is marked by humor, intelligence, and a unique perspective. According to film critic Peter Travers, Steve Martin has an uncanny ability to make us laugh, think, and feel all at once. Martin's contribution to screenwriting began in the 1970s with his work on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, for which he won a Primetime Emmy. He continued to write for television, creating and starring in The Jerk, a film that became a cult classic. The film's success showcased Martin's ability to blend humor and storytelling in a way that resonated with audiences. In the 1990s, Martin wrote and starred in Father of the Bride and its sequel, which became box office hits. His writing in these films demonstrated his ability to create relatable and heartwarming stories. As filmmaker, Judd Apatow notes, Steve Martin has a way of making the ordinary extraordinary. his writing is always full of warmth and humanity. Martin's influence on storytelling extends beyond his own work. Many writers and filmmakers cite him as an inspiration. According to director Ron Howard, Steve Martin's work has always been a source of inspiration for me. His ability to balance humor and heart is unparalleled. In recent years, Martin has continued to write and act, with his work in Roxanne and Shopgirl earning critical acclaim. His contributions to the industry have been recognized with numerous awards, including an Honorary Academy Award in 2013. In conclusion, Steve Martin's impact on the film and television industry is undeniable. His unique voice and perspective have shaped the way we think about storytelling. As film critic Al Scott states, Steve Martin is a master storyteller, and his contributions to the industry will be felt for generations to come. In the 1986 film Little Shop of Horrors, the writer took on the role of Orin Scrivello DDS, delivering a memorable and humorous performance. Originally, the actresses playing Crystal, Ronette, and Chiffin had rehearsed a brief dance solo for the song Dentist. However, it was ultimately cut during production to prevent any distraction from the writer's captivating portrayal. In 2007, the writer was bestowed with the prestigious Kennedy Center Honors, an accolade he shares with Leon Flesher, Diana Ross, Martin Scorsese, and Brian Wilson. This recognition highlights the writer's significant contributions to the world of entertainment. The writer's performance in the 1979 film The Jerk left a lasting impression on renowned director Stanley Kubrick. Kubrick was such a big fan that he would often recite lines from the film to cast and crew members on his sets. In fact, their mutual admiration led to a personal invitation for the writer to visit Kubrick's home for a game of chess. Without a doubt, the writer's work has resonated with audiences and industry professionals alike, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of film and television. His ability to captivate viewers and inspire fellow creators is a testament to his enduring impact and the enduring intrigue of his work. Picture this as simple yet powerful narrative, carefully woven into a tapestry of unforgettable characters and stories that's the writer's legacy. Steve Martin, the renowned writer, actor, and musician, values his privacy and keeps his personal life low-key. However, glimpses into his life outside of his professional sphere reveal a person dedicated to his family, art, and philanthropy. Martin is a family man who cherishes his time with his wife and daughter. He often shares anecdotes about his family life, highlighting the importance he places on his relationships. Despite his busy schedule, he makes time for his loved ones, often incorporating them into his work. In addition to his family, Martin is passionate about art, particularly painting and banjo playing. He has been playing the banjo since he was a teenager and has even released several albums. His love for art is also evident in his paintings, which he has exhibited in galleries across the country. Martin is also known for his philanthropic efforts. He has donated millions of dollars to various causes, including education, the arts, and healthcare. He has established scholarships for students pursuing degrees in the arts and has donated to museums and hospitals. In 2018, he received the Kennedy Center's prestigious Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, which recognizes individuals who have made significant contributions to the world of comedy. Martin's personal values and interests inform his work as a writer. His love for art and family is evident in his films and books, which often explore themes of creativity, relationships, and personal growth. His philanthropic efforts also reflect his values, as he seeks to support causes that are important to him. Overall, Steve Martin is a multi-talented individual who values his family, art, and philanthropy. His personal values and interests inform his work, and he is committed to making a positive impact on the world. In Three Amigos, the writer demonstrated his skill with a rope and lasso, performing his own rope work. Additionally, he showcased his talent by playing the harmonica. During his 27 wedding, Ryder sported his Inspector Clouseau mustache as he was reprising his role for the upcoming sequel to the Pink Panther. Ryder also appeared as self in the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, where he earned an Emmy for Outstanding Writing Achievement in Comedy Variety or Music, alongside Bob Einstein and Rob Reiner. Steve Martin, a writer who has left an indelible mark on the film and television industry, is known for his unique comedic style and versatile talent. With a career spanning over 5 decades, he has written and starred in numerous films, including The Jerk, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and father of the bride. In addition to his work in film, Martin has also made significant contributions to television, writing for shows like the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and Saturday Night Live. He has even hosted the latter show multiple times, showcasing his comedic timing and writing skills. Throughout his career, Martin has consistently pushed the boundaries of comedy and storytelling, creating works that are both thought-provoking and entertaining. His ability to seamlessly blend humor and heart has earned him a devoted following and numerous accolades, including several Emmy Awards and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. As for the future, Martin shows no signs of slowing down. He continues to write and act, exploring new mediums and pushing himself creatively. In recent years, he has turned his attention to music, releasing several albums, and even performing stand-up comedy routines that incorporate his musical talents. For aspiring writers in the industry, Martin offers this advice: be true to yourself and your voice. Don't try to imitate others or follow trends. Take risks and be willing to fail. And above all, never stop learning and growing as an artist. By following these principles, Martin has not only established a legacy that will endure for generations, but also continues to inspire and influence aspiring writers and comedians today. After beginning his high school career at Rancho Alamitos, the filmmaker found himself attending Garden Grove High School instead, following a change in school boundaries. This shift, however, did not hinder his involvement in school activities, as he served as freshman class president and showcased his comedic talents as a cheerleader, even performing his now famous King Tut dance. Garden Grove High School had been established in 1921, while Rancho Alamitos opened its doors in 1957. Despite the change, the future writer graduated from Garden Grove High School in 1963. In his adult life, the filmmaker has expressed a great admiration for British comedian David Walliams, further highlighting his appreciation for humor and comedic talent. After starting his career as a writer for television shows, the writer quickly made a name for himself with his unique comedic style. In 1979, he wrote and starred in his own film, The Jerk, which became an instant classic. This marked the beginning of a successful film career, with the writer going on to write and star in many more beloved films such as Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Father of the Bride. In addition to his work in film, the writer also pursued a career in music, releasing several albums and earning a Grammy Award. He has written plays, essays, and novels, including the novella Shopgirl, which was later adapted into a film. The writer's passion and innovation have left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. His work has resonated with audiences for decades, and his enduring impact is a testament to the power of creativity and perseverance. Whether writing for television, film, or the page, the writer has always stayed true to his unique comedic voice and has inspired countless others to do the same. Throughout his career, the writer has shown that with hard work and dedication, it is possible to succeed in any field. His journey is a reminder that creativity and innovation can lead to a fulfilling and impactful career. The power of a creative mind and the determination to see it through can leave a mark in the world, much like the writer has. In the classic comedy The Jerk, the writer delivered a memorable performance as Navin Johnson, which earned him the number 66 spot on Premiere Magazine's 100 Greatest Movie Characters of All Time. The writer and director Carl Reiner carpooled to the set daily due to a gas shortage, leading to a creative partnership where they came up with new jokes along the way. The writer's talent for comedy is also showcased in Father of the Bride, where he plays George Banks. Actor Eugene Levy appears in both Father of the Bride and its sequel, but as different characters. Interestingly, Levy also worked with the writer in Cheaper by the Dozen too. The writer's comedic prowess has left a lasting impact on the film industry, with his performances resonating with audiences and critics alike. His ability to create memorable characters and deliver laughs has made him a beloved figure in the world of comedy. Without a doubt, the writer's contributions to the film industry will continue to be cherished for generations to come. In casting for Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels initially considered Laura Keitlinger to co-anchor with Norm Macdonald. However, Macdonald was firm in his refusal to work with another anchor. It was the writer who intervened, persuading Michaels that Macdonald should anchor alone. The writer, Steve Martin, is also known for his role as Navin in The Jerk. During filming, Martin described the set as a joyful environment with the cast and crew sharing lunch together each day. In Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Martin portrayed Freddie Benson, and the crystal stemware used in a scene where Michael Caine teaches him to act debonair is called Messina and is made by Baccarat. These anecdotes offer a glimpse into the writer's career, showcasing his influence behind the scenes and his on-screen talent. In the world of film, the writer's performance as Navin Johnson in The Jerk left a lasting impression. So much so that Premiere magazine readers voted it as one of the greatest performances of all time. Originally, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was meant to star Mick Jagger and David Bowie. However, after the success of their Dancing in the Street video, the studio opted for a different direction. They brought in Dale Launer, who had previously written Ruthless People, and asked him to submit ideas. Launer suggested a remake of the 1964 film Bedtime Story and acquired the remake rights from one of the original writers, Stanley Shapiro. During development, Jagger and Bowie dropped out, and the writer, along with Michael Caine, were brought in as replacements. In 2018, the writer and Martin Short were nominated for an Emmy Award in the Outstanding Writing for a Variety Series category for Steve Martin, and Martin Short in Evening You Will Forget for the Rest of Your Life. Despite their nod, they lost to John Mulaney. The writer's contributions to the entertainment industry are not limited to film. With a career spanning over 5 decades, the writer has left his mark in various areas, including comedy, music, and writing. His work continues to resonate with audiences, both young and old, and his impact is a testament to his enduring talent. In 2002, the writer released The Underpants, a play by Carl Sternheim, contributing to the world of literature. Following this, he experienced a challenging time when his friend, John Candy, passed away, leading him into a depression that lasted a couple of months. In the film Little Shop of Horrors, the writer showcased his acting skills by portraying Orin Scrivello DDS. A small shrine dedicated to his character's mother features a framed photograph of her, which bears a striking resemblance to veteran actor Henry Jones. This detail, although minor, adds an interesting layer to the film. The writer's ability to bring depth to even the smallest of roles is a testament to his talent and dedication. When the writer, Steve Martin, resided in his Manhattan apartment, his next-door neighbor was Mary Steamer General Martin, and Steenburgen developed a close friendship, often sharing conversations and meals together. In the film Bowfinger, Steve Martin played the character of Bowfinger, and the character of Daisy, portrayed by Heather Graham, was a thinly veiled jab at Anne Hetch. Like Daisy, Hetch hailed from Ohio and had a romantic involvement with a significantly older man, Steve Martin. Daisy's final lines about being involved with the most powerful lesbian in Hollywood were a reference to Hetch's relationship at the time with Ellen DeGeneres. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Steve Martin played the character of Neil Page. Martin was convinced to join the production after favoring 2 scenes he had read from the script, the seat adjustment scene in the car, and the F-word tirade at the car rental desk. These scenes showcase Martin's comedic timing and ability to deliver humorous lines with precision. In the animated series Dave the Barbarian, Ryder is a fan. In the film Little Shop of Horrors, it supposedly took Ryder 6 weeks to film all his scenes. He contributed ideas such as socking the nurse in the face and ripping off the doll's head. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Ryder plays Neil Page. At the beginning, Neil races a character played by Kevin Bacon for a taxi. Later, Neil phones his wife to tell her that he has been delayed. In the background, you can hear the fight from She's Having a Baby between Bacon and Elizabeth McGovern. As of 2018, the writer has never been involved in a film nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. However, he has left his mark on the film industry in other ways. For instance, in the film Bowfinger, the writer took on the role of the titular character, Bowfinger. The role was particularly appealing to Eddie Murphy, who agreed to star in the film because he was a fan of the writer and wanted to work with him. In the same film, the writer showcased his improvisational skills during a scene where his character, Bowfinger, is in jail. Struggling to remember Lawrence's name, the writer improvised the entire scene, with director Frank Oz interrupting him when he felt he had gone as far as he could with the improvisation. The writer's improvisational talents were also on display in the film Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. During a scene where his character, Freddie Benson, is in jail and trying to remember Lawrence's name, the writer improvised the entire scene. Once again, Oz was crouched out of camera range and tapped Anton Rogers on the foot to interrupt the writer when he felt he had gone far enough with the improvisation. These examples demonstrate the writer's ability to think on his feet and deliver memorable performances, even in challenging circumstances. His contributions to the film industry are significant, and his work continues to resonate with audiences today. In 2000, the writer released his book Shopgirl, showcasing his literary skills. When it comes to his own films, he has a clear favorite: Planes, Trains, and Automobiles from 1987. A scene that stands out for him in The Jerk is when he, playing the role of Navin, and Emmett Walsh shoot at soda cans in a gas station. This anecdote offers a glimpse into the writer's sense of humor and the moments that resonate with him in his work. In the 1970s, the comedian and writer brought to life a character named Navin in the film The Jerk. This role originated from a stand-up routine where he humorously described his transformation from a poor black child to a white man, inspired by his first Mantovani record. The film became the first of two collaborations between the writer and Bernadette Peters, with the second being Pennies from Heaven in 1981. The writer's appearance on Saturday Night Live is also noteworthy, as he holds the record for hosting the show 5 times in just 546 days. His comedic talent and ability to captivate audiences have left a lasting impact on the show and its viewers. Transitioning to the writer's film career, his collaboration with Bernadette Peters in The Jerk and Pennies from Heaven showcased their on-screen chemistry and the writer's versatility as an actor. The writer's unique sense of humor and ability to bring characters to life have made him a beloved figure in the world of comedy and entertainment. As you reflect on the writer's career, you might consider his work in films like The Jerk and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. His unique comedic style brought laughter to many. Moreover, his banjo playing and love for bluegrass music led to multiple Grammy Awards. The writer also showed his literary side with works like Shopgirl and An Object of Beauty. These novels demonstrate his ability to craft compelling stories and characters. Now, let's hear from you. What are your thoughts on the writer's work and legacy? Share your memories and favorite moments in the comments below. If you found this journey through the writer's career enjoyable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content celebrating the creative mind shaping entertainment.